And that is why I'm saying the confusion that she's trying to pull out, she ends up being the confused ones. You know, she will sit down and start talking things that will just make her look stupid, so silly, foolish. Look at her talking about nonsense.
One thing with the haters is that they're losers in life, you know. That's the reality, because all they do is hate, you know, and they don't even know what it means by applying for a visa, taking flights, going places, minding your own business, being progressive. They don't know that. So all they can do is just watch, have sleepless nights as we live the dream for them.
The drama, guys, the drama. We are waiting for her to get to the airport, if she will, okay? Are we just hoping that it's not the normal drama that she comes up with? Oh, thank you so much for the visa. Oh, thank you for the ticket. Thank you for this. And then she diverts and goes somewhere else or do something else. We're just hoping that this time, these prayers and the preachings will work out. Aye, it is what
I'm not in Africa. I'm far away from Africa. I'm not in Africa. But I'm gonna miss Mama Africa. East or West home is best though. But we are not in Africa at the moment. We left Africa. There was an idiot who was saying, oh, Dee cannot leave Africa. She cannot travel. Where am I?
Yo, from Kenya, East Africa. MORAA speaking truth. You feel me? Time to clear the air. Set things straight.
Guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Indeed, DFlix is back. DEE MWANGO said that she is going to be posting back to back, and boy, oh boy, I am right now, I was watching, her latest premiere, which is Unexpected Solo arriving in Europe from Africa travel vlog. Back to back. And in this video, I am actually analyzing her two previous videos, her premiere and her live stream. So, DEE MWANGO is giving it back to back, guys. And you know what? I know that these haters are very happy because now they are going to be getting content. Now food for Piggy Mouse and the rest of them is going to be plenty on the table, But they'll come out here and start to insult her, try to make her look bad. And yet they are happy that she's posting back to back because now there is content, for their consumption. Now the problem with them is that they come out to bite the hand that's feeding them, which doesn't make sense to me, guys. Who does that? Instead of celebrating the hand that feeds you, just being kind to the hand that feeds you, you always come out here to bash them, insult them, try to make them look bad, put them down. It doesn't make sense to me, guys. I find it very weird. Guys, there's nothing wrong with criticizing a video. There's nothing wrong with analyzing a video. There's nothing wrong with reacting to a video. However, you can do that without insulting people. You can do that without putting them down. You can do that without, trying to put them in trouble, just finding anything to try and, get them in trouble, make them look bad. Just anything, guys. It doesn't make sense. Now, I have seen a video by the Bungoma witch, QARROTS, whereby she is coming to talk about DEE MWANGO as being very confused. This Bungoma witch is trying to manipulate her audience, trying to make them believe, that DEE MWANGO is confused. DEE MWANGO does not know what she was saying. DEE MWANGO is all that. Guys, it is so obvious. If you watch YouTube, or even if you've watched movies in your lifetime, even when YouTube, was not popular, there is always, movies are like, the plot begins, can begin in a different location, and then somebody goes to another location, and somebody, it's different, Guys, DEE MWANGO did this video, her previous video, where she showed us, she was talking about how she had come to Nairobi to apply for the visa. She was talking about her waiting for the visa. She was talking about how anxious she was getting. Guys, all DEE MWANGO was doing is that she was documenting her journey for this visa. So she was there, and she turned on the camera and she was talking about how she was anxious. At that particular time, she had not yet heard from the embassy. She even said that while checking online, it was still, telling her that the processing was ongoing, that the application was still pending. So they were working on it. Of course, any human being can be anxious because you want this thing so much, So DEE MWANGO also showed us when she came back to the village. Because guys, when she saw that her visa was delaying, she decided to go back to the village because she cannot stay in Nairobi in Airbnbs and in hotel rooms. She is making smart moves. She is trying to save money. She is building. So she showed us while she was in the village. And then she showed us again when she came back to Nairobi. And this time around, I think is when she got the visa. She also showed us, when she went back to the village now to pack her stuff. And at this particular time, she was talking to her boyfriend, telling her about the news. And, just celebrating with him. So guys, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with DEE MWANGO documenting, the whole visa process until how she got the visa, until how she and David Jr. and Uncle Mo came all the way to Kisii, where David Jr. dropped them, and then they took another vehicle, her and Uncle Mo, all the way to Nairobi. She even showed us, while she was at the airport with Uncle Mo. So what is wrong? I mean, what is the confusion there, guys? Tell me, what is the confusion there? QARROTS, you are the one who is confused. You don't know what you're saying. You're trying to make DEE MWANGO look bad, but you are actually looking bad yourself. Guys, let's listen to watch this Bungoma witch was saying.
So this one is coming in to tell us that she is traveling to UK. She has a UK visa or something. And then there's another visa that she's not even talking about. And then she has a flight, but the visa has not yet come out. But the title of the video is she has the visa already. I'm like, who is supposed to be confused? At least not me. At least not me. She's on the title of the video. She says she has the visa. The visa is out. But the visa is not yet out. And then she comes, and where is she? Because this video is very confusing. She's at the hotel, and when she wakes up, she's already at home. And now she has the visa. And now again, she's calling the boyfriend, telling the boyfriend, I've gotten the visa, I'm coming over. And also the boyfriend is like, but she's not in town. But again, she's in the villa. She's in her room, and then she's like, she's in the hotel. And okay, maybe because I've not been on this streets or what? What is this confusion about?
Guys, this QARROT is coming out to talk as though she does not know or she has not been on these streets. A title saying that she already has a visa. Of course, at the end of the video, she had already gotten a visa. At the beginning, she has to tell you, she has not gotten a visa and she is intending to go and get the visa, and then she carries you along. You're pretending not to know, what is going on and how videos are done. This is a damn woman, guys. Trying to put DEE MWANGO down in a very damn way. Even a 2-year-old can see what you're trying to do. And like I said, you are the one who is confused, QARROTS. Guys, I also had her talking about how, she used to travel. She has gone to, she traveled for 8 years, 8 good years. Guys, and, she used to get visas and she never used to get, excited about them, and she never used to tell anybody when she's doing this visa thing. Even her own family, she used to go have dinner with them, and then the next thing they know, she's calling them from, wherever she's at, telling them, you know what, I'm out of the country. Guys, this wannabe, is something else. This daughter of a politician really wants us to believe that she is what she is not. Guys, people who are something, you can see them. I'm serious, guys. And, like I was saying, guys, she also came out to insult DEE MWANGO in her own video. But before we get to that, let us first see, how she was a traveler, guys.
And that is where I'm saying the confusion that she's trying to pull out, she ends up being the confused ones. She will sit down and start talking things that will just make her look stupid, so silly, foolish. Look at her talking about nonsense just because of a visa. A visa? Someone asked me, you stop sitting there and talking, you should also get. And when I traveled, I was never behaving like this. I used to get my visa and collect myself. And in fact, me, guys, let me tell you something about my traveling career. For 8 years that I've been out, leave me alone, guys. I'm aging gracefully. I am aging. You guys just leave me alone. Hey, for 8 years that I traveled in different countries, I was not traveling for content. I was not traveling for videos. I never knew how to vlog those days. Okay, so I never knew anything about YouTube those days. I was just traveling for work. Okay, the 8 years that I was away, if I tell you that no one, even in my family, ever saw my visa, no one. I could get my visa, get my ticket and everything together, put them somewhere safe, and travel back home. I'll go and have a very good meal with my parents without telling them I'm traveling. I never used to tell people when I'm traveling, because traveling for work is something different. It's not something just go and advertise around. So I could go back and see everyone and meet everyone and do shopping and everything. I just do everything. Then I leave. Now, when I leave, I will only communicate when I'm already there. I'm already at work. So probably I will disappear for a whole week, like traveling and settling down and everything. Then I'll make a call and tell them, you know what, guys, I traveled. What? You get another job? Yes. Where? Somewhere else. My dad was so worried about me until everyone stopped getting worried about me, because I couldn't tell people, I couldn't show people all these things and stuff. It's only now that I've retired, I talk about stuff like all the hassles of looking for a visa, all the hassles of that, or hassles of going to the embassies and dealing with the agents. I used to deal with agents most of the time, applying for such stuff. I can talk about it freely right now. But during that time, I couldn't say anything.
Retired from what? Guys, retired from what? This wannabe traveler is so shameless, guys. Now that she wasn't showing people her visa, even DEE MWANGO should not show her family members her visa. DEE MWANGO should not even tell her family members, her mother, her father. Guys, yes, we saw Congrats mom saying that, she quite didn't know what was going on. But what I'm trying to say is that what makes this woman think that, how she does things is the correct way of doing things, How she does things in her own witchy way is her own way. And how DEE MWANGO does her own things is DEE MWANGO's way. Big deal. If you are not telling people, guys, which countries are this? First of all, let's start from there. Which countries were this that she was traveling to? Guys, it is obvious. I know this for a fact It is not America. There is no country in America, even if it's South America. No country in America, not in Europe, and certainly not in Australia. Oh yes, I can bet my life on that. This woman, has been crisscrossing, right here in Africa, just down here, Uganda, wherever, Tanzania. Guys, all these countries, even Uganda, Tanzania, are good countries. However, my thing is, these are not countries where you require a visa, where you require an elaborate, process for getting a visa. Which country did this woman go that requires such a big deal to apply for a visa? Which one? Guys, when I was going abroad, abroad where? Let her come out clean and specifically tell us what countries she went to. Wannabe traveler. Retired from going to Uganda across the road. Shameless. You cannot compare yourself with DEE MWANGO. You cannot match up to DEE MWANGO. No matter what you do. You are just looking stupid. Guys, and I said, that she came out to insult DEE MWANGO in her own video. Calling her a fool, that she is talking like somebody, she's talking nonsense and all this stuff. And this is what I was saying at the beginning of this video. I was saying, I do not understand how I can watch, say, for instance, Miss Trudy or Demaya. I do not understand how I can start reacting on their video and start to say, look at how Miss Trudy is talking nonsense, how she's talking stupid. She's so foolish. Why would I be doing that? If I feel that what she's saying is not correct, I will say my piece. I'll say my opinion without having to call her a fool, without having to say she's talking nonsense. But in this case, I will tell QARROTS straight to her face that she's talking nonsense, she's a fool, and she's the one who is silly because she is insulting somebody for no reason. So I am actually giving her what she's giving out. Otherwise, I cannot. Guys, I cannot ever, no matter who, I cannot watch somebody's video and start saying they're talking nonsense, they're talking stupidity. That stupidity is what they know. If that stupidity is what, feels right for them, who am I to come? In their own video, guys. Somebody is doing their own video. You're coming to say they're talking nonsense. You QARROTS are the ones who is talking nonsense big time. And you're the biggest fool. Oh, yes. And guys, this woman has given herself away. She has said, guys, she has spoken about, she used to use agents, while applying for her visas. Guys, US visa, European visa, Australian, those are not the kind of visas you will use an agent. Unless it's these agents, these people who are just scammers out here. But let me tell you, a visa like where she went to Saudi Arabia to do domestic work is very easy. The agents are so many out here. Guys, very quickly you go and register with them, and in 2-3 days you are sorted. As long as you can pay the fee. And then they, give you a quick job in Saudi Arabia as a house, domestic worker, which is okay, guys. There are people who are in Saudi Arabia and they are working. Just like QARROTS did. And she used to come back to Kenya, get another visa for Saudi Arabia again, and go to another state, or another province, or whatever they call them in Saudi Arabia. She goes to another one. She gets another job. That's what she's saying. She got another job. Like she used to get other jobs. That is what she means. Guys, that is the truth of the matter. She has never gone into the Americas, the Europes, Australia, never. So she does not know how to, come out and, deal with this elaborate, hard visas to get. They are hard, difficult visas to get. It is the truth. And guys, in fact, I wanted to play a clip here of a video QARROTS did, which I reacted on, And I remember at this time, I was kind of new on the streets, maybe 2-3 months into this reaction thing. And she came out to talk about DEE MWANGO. I remember at that time DEE MWANGO was in the States. And she was trying to put her down. You know, people should normalize getting US visas. It's not a big deal. You know, she came out here saying. And I remember, you know, her saying that if you want to go to America, you know, or, you know, these big countries, that you should contact her, you know, that you should, you know, see her, you know, behind the scenes. And guys, I remember doing a video, quick one, quick and fast. I did a video and I said, scam alert. Guys, in this country, I have seen people delete themselves because they, you know, went to people like how QARROTS was saying. And then they will tell you, give us a certain amount of money. People even sell their stuff. You know, I've seen somebody sell their stuff and come and pay somebody so that they can be able to get the visa. And I remember, you know, these are the kind of people I used to tell, you do with, you know, you have to deal with this situation by yourself. These people who lie to you, oh, I'll give you this, I'll help you this, you know, I know how to connect you with the embassy. That's a lie. So QARROTS came out here saying that if somebody needs a US visa, that they should contact her. Guys, I did a quick video and I said, scam alert. I said, these are the kind of people who are in this country, Kenya. Scamming people, guys, you know, making people depressed by lying to them that they can connect them with the people in the embassy who can give them visas. Guys, QARROTS herself has never stepped in the US. QARROTS has never been to Europe. How can she help somebody to get a European visa or a USA visa? How? And guys, you remember when DEE MWANGO came out here to say that, oh, she listened to QARROTS and QARROTS was saying that she can help people, I don't know, do what. I was so shocked that people actually believe, some people believe this, you know, lies of this woman. Guys, I don't care if she has a politician father and tycoon brother. There is no corruption or connection at the embassy. This woman was lying to people, guys. She wanted to scam people. But I know that people opened their eyes. I came quickly and I said, scam alert. Guys, people, beware of scammers like this ones. Guys, these agents that she's talking about help people to go to Saudi Arabia, and that is exactly where she went, besides going to Uganda. And 8 years of travel. I don't know what she's talking about. But she could have stayed in Saudi Arabia for 8 years, you know, in different provinces, different states, you know, doing work. Which is okay, guys. Domestic work is also work. So she cannot be comparing herself to DEE MWANGO. And something else she has said. She said she was not a travel, you know, vlogger. So she does not expect DEE MWANGO to do the same things as she was doing. How she was going for domestic work. And of course, I know that employers, and especially at that time, were not allowing people to be vlogging in their houses, you know, in their homes with phones or something like that. So DEE MWANGO has been a travel vlogger since day one. So she has to showcase everything. She has to show us everything. And that is why they are different, guys. They are different. Oh, yes. QARROTS. You know, we already know who you are. You know, just accept your status. You know, people out here, you know, have done more than you have. People out here have traveled more than you have. You know, but they don't come out here yapping. You know, because it is not necessary. It is not necessary. It's making you look bad. It's making you look pathetic. You know, it's making you look low. Just like the person you are. Shameless. DEE MWANGO is above you. You know, and even if you do whatever you do by fire, by force, you cannot match up. Tell this woman. Somebody let her know. Oh, yes. I'm not mincing my words. You come out here insulting DEE MWANGO for what? You know? You're the foolishest of them all.
You know? Yes, Dish is a big hater of you, but continue traveling the world. She can't reach me. Not even half, you know? She will leave this world without stepping where I've stepped. Facts. 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 Facts.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. Now, like this QARROTS. Do you think she can achieve even 2% of what DEE MWANGO has achieved in life? You know, even if it's travel, even if it's, investment, the kind of house, do you really think she can do that? Because, guys, she said herself that she is retired. That means whatever she has achieved is enough. So that chicken coop is the best that she could have done. With the help of donations and with the help of her, politician, family members, and with the help of her tycoon brother. That is the best, guys, they could come up. You can imagine, guys, with all the sweat that she worked for in Saudi Arabia. It's a pity, guys. And you're coming here to talk. Talk what? You should let people, some people who are supposed to talk. Are you serious? DEE MWANGO said it right. And guys, one thing I like about DEE MWANGO is that she does not, she doesn't have chills. She will tell them as it is. It is true. She said it just the way it is. And guys, you had QARROTS mocking DEE MWANGO about, now that whenever she gets a visa, she starts to preach. She does not know the secret of success in this life. Praising God, being grateful to God. That is when your doors start to open. This woman has no idea. And that is why DEE MWANGO said in her video that she will continue to praise God no matter what. And that is the best thing that DEE MWANGO is doing. The very best thing. It is even better than money. It is better than anything. Because when you are, with God, when God is with you, nobody can be against you. All these other things shall be added unto you. But QARROTS, this church-going woman who knows God so very well does not understand that. And that is why she keeps saying this, She says this so many times. They pretend to be praying. I don't know what God they are praying. I don't know what they're saying. Why are they mentioning God? But she does not know that as praises go up, as DEE MWANGO's praises go up, the blessings come down. At least you QARROTS start being, a bit grateful to God, and at least thank Him once in a while. And see what God will start doing in your life. You're so shameless. Guys, if you noticed, DEE MWANGO before they left, she knelt down and she told Uncle Mo, let's pray. The mother, when they met outside, the mother said, let me pray for you. People think this is a joke, but it works. And that is why DEE MWANGO is covered, from these witches' arrows. Otherwise, if DEE MWANGO was not covered, these people could have already brought her down, guys. But like I said, because God is for her, nobody can be against her. So QARROTS, you are frustrating yourself out here on the streets. Look at her, guys. Somebody called her mosquito. Actually, when I looked at her nicely, she resembles one. Like for real. Guys, this world is full of wonders. Like this one also wants to bishana with DEE MWANGO. Can you imagine? This one, QARROTS. Somebody was telling me that David Jr. came for her. Guys, tell me which video that is, because I have not watched that particular, David's video. Oh my goodness, David Jr. kudos. They don't, they don't entertain this woman. Guys, DEE MWANGO is in Madrid, Spain, and she says that this is her first country, that she ever came to Europe. When she started, going into the Europe, this is the first country that she visited. And of course, it is so exciting that she's back here. And I cannot wait to see what she is going to show us, because I know that she has a lot in store for us. And considering that she is well rested, I know it's gonna be a marathon. You know, D-Flix at its best. Guys, who else is excited, you know, for this? You know, I'm excited for this new season of DEE MWANGO. And as haters keep hating, she is, you know, doing her thing. And, you know, she is not moved by them. It's such a pity. People like Gaty, you know, try and be at least nice. Maybe then, just maybe, you know, things will work out for you, you know, in case you want to travel. Because, guys, some people, you know, lock their blessings by all these shenanigans, you know.
There's an idiot who was saying, oh, Dee has, I don't know what, you know, they have taken away the American visa from her. What is this? This is your head. Such a hater, such a loser hater. You know, sometimes you look at what haters say and you just feel so disgusted. So I have this. This is American visa. I thank God. It's a celebration. To me, it's a big thing having these visas. It's not an easy road to have them, you know.
Dee, that looks more like her nose. Guys, I don't know which hater Dee is talking about. I don't know whether it's Piggy Mouth or Carrots or somebody else. But you know, hater is a hater, you know. And so, yes, you know, DEE MWANGO has the US visa intact, you know. She also showed the UK visa, you know. And of course, we know that she has gotten the Schengen visa. So she has all these big visas. Somebody should go and jump over the nearest, you know, if they feel so bad. Because if you cannot match up, you cannot match up. Instead of hating, just learn from somebody. You know, do your best. Try and learn from her. Like in this video that she has just done, I have heard her say that she is going to talk about the process, you know, so it can help somebody. You know, if in case you want to apply for this Schengen visa, you know, or some other European visa. So instead of people learning and just wishing her well, they will be out here talking crap. What a shame, guys. What a shame. Oh, and Carrots. I want you to check this out and tell me what you think.
It's such a big house, all this side, this way, going up. This is the lounge, basically. Very spacious, very huge. Huh? The camera is not even doing justice. And then, let me see up here, because I have to check and see how far. Yo! Ooh, wow. Almost done. I think tomorrow, for sure, they'll be done, because it's only this section remaining. Can you guys see how hard they work? Huh? They're going so well. Yesterday it was half. Today, the following day, it's almost done. You know? We are moving on well. Very, 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 very well. Wow! I'm so proud of myself. All this belongs to this young little lady. Oh, it can only be God. It can only be God. I'm telling you, it can only be God. Trust me. Look at that. You can't even see the farthest corner, you know. This is my beautiful house. We have another floor. This is the first one. We have another one. By God's grace, we're gonna have an infinity swimming pool at the top. So I'm really dreaming big. I believe in dreaming big, you know, dreaming big for sure. Dreaming big. Dream as big as you can. Let nobody tell you you can't do it. Dream until people feel like this little girl is so crazy. I think she's out of her mind. That's what a worthy dream feels like or looks like. You know, people have to mock you. People have to tell you, this is not possible. Who do you think you are? You know, if people don't react that way, then just know it's not a dream enough. You know, greatness. This is just but the beginning. After this, on to the next project. I want to also own a holiday home at the coast. You know, so after this, for sure, I know God will give me life. God will give me grace. On to the next one, and I can't wait to watch these videos and be like, this was just but a dream. I was just saying I want to also build at the coast, and look, here we are. Power of the mouth. I believe in that. Power of the mouth. This is too huge. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is more than a mall. Let me stand at the farthest corner.
Carrots. Guys, what do you think, carrots? You know, guys, there's only one thing she can say. That is donations. That is donations. That is all that's in her head. You know, as if she was not donated to. That chicken coop, guys, believe it or not, those were donations. It was built on donations. It was built by the politician, people in her home. It was built by her tycoon brother. And that is the best. That is the best they could do. This is how loaded they are. This is how super rich they are. Even the pit latrine, if you all remember, the pit latrine outside her house is so tiny. Guys, hey. You know, I think you have to go backwards, you know, and then you do your thing and then you come out. Because I don't think you can actually go facing, you know, the front and then turning around. I don't think you can turn around because there's no space. It is that tiny. Guys, that is the best they could come up with. And I'm not like putting her down or anything. I'm just stating facts. You know, I'm stating facts. These are things that she has shown us herself, guys. She has shown us herself in her videos. And carrots, look at DEE MWANGO's compound. You know, you can see the trees. You can see the, you know, the space outside, you know. Carrots, chicken coop. There is no place even she can plant a kitchen garden. None at all. Again, I'm speaking from what she showed us on video. Guys, it is sad. It is a pity. She was given donations. She scammed some money, you know, because we have ascertained that she is a scammer, you know. So guys, if those of you who are wondering why I'm saying that, she was given money, you know, for casters, as a donation to caster. And she pocketed the cash. Tell me who does that. So it means that she has been pocketing more and more money for other things that has been passing through her hands. It's as simple as that. So this woman better know her place, you know. Oh yes, she better know her place. That villa, I know it's paining you. I know you're bitter about it, but there's nothing you can do about it. Zoea mapema. You know, get used to it. Because it's going to be here, you know, with the infinity pool. How about that? Oh my God, guys, it is so hard to be a hater. It is so sad to be a hater. It is so pathetic to be a hater. And it's so down low to be a hater. And that's exactly what carrots is. Guys, if you have not liked this video, what are you waiting for? Please give this video a like. If you have not subscribed, also please hit the subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video, guys. Let me know what you think about carrots. Let me know what you think about D-Flex. You know, let me know what you think about DEE MWANGO's landing in Europe so far. What do you expect from her? How do you like everything so far? Guys, let us into the next. Bye-bye.
I educate, put things straight. That's my fate. Truth telling. teller, reality checker, truth teller, I'm your protector from the lies and the fake narrative. Truth is what I got to give. Speak the truth, speak the truth, speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter. Don't pay